Let's talk about Immersive Reader. The Immersive Reader is a tool we can use on our computer to help us read. It actually can read for us, or it can also change the way it looks so it's easier on our eyes and on our brain to read and to focus. So let's check it out. You can find this program in Word documents, in Teams, in the class notebook, and also in OneNote. You may find it other places, so keep your eye out. You're going to click View, the View tab, and then you will see over on the left on this program, it says Immersive Reader. Sometimes it will just have the icon, so just the book and the speaker icon instead of the words. So watch for that. Take a look at this document, and I want you to see what happens when I click Immersive Reader. It looks quite different, doesn't it? So what it did is it took out the colors, it took out the pictures, and it took out some of the way it was formatted. So it's just plain text. If I click on the top here and push the play button down at the bottom, listen to see what happens.
Santan specials for the week of 5/4, 5/8. Scorpions, please choose one special class each day and pick one of the activities to complete.
All right, notice once I pushed play, the button automatically became a pause button. So I just paused it for a second. So it just reads to us, which is awesome. There are some things we can change though to help us or change just for our own preferences. Down at the bottom next to the play, there's a speaker icon with a gear. That is a settings icon. So we're going to click on that and we can make our words go faster over by the rabbit, or we can go slower down by the turtle. So however fast you want it to read, it will do that. You can also change between a female or a woman's voice or a male, a boy's voice.
You can do both if you want to.
So you can change back and forth. All right, another cool thing on this is if I didn't want it to read from the very top and I just want to read something down at the bottom, I can scroll down and I can click the word I want it to start at and continue.
Time for kids. Read an article or two and discuss your thoughts with someone.
Which is pretty cool. All right, there's a lot more this program does. So up at the top, there are two letter A's. It's an icon for text preferences. Go ahead and click on that. You can change the text size. You can make it bigger if you need it to be bigger so you can see it better. Or you can go smaller. You can increase the spacing. Do you see this oval over here? If the black dot is on the left side, that means it's turned off. If I click anywhere in the oval, it will turn on. Did you watch that? Look again, watch and see the spacing change. Interesting, right? So whatever is easier for you to read, go ahead and choose that. We can also choose the font. There's 3 to choose from, so whichever one is easier for you to read. I'm going to scroll down here. And there's different themes. So I can click the dark theme and that makes a black background with white letters. I can also click another color. Notice there's a drop-down menu here for more colors. So you can see whichever one makes it easier for you to read the words. I'm going to go back to the white and then scroll down. There's some source formatting. If you click on and off that, that will take the bold off. Let me move my picture here. So here's some bold writing, and if I click that off, it will blend in. It won't show the bold. I like it personally to show the bold so that I can see that there's different sections, so it makes it easier for me. But it's your preference, whatever works best for you. All right, now I'm going to go to the grammar options. It's the icon with the lines with the magic wand. If you were trying to read and you were stuck on a word, you could, oh, let me go there again. You could click on the syllables, turn the syllables on. Maybe we didn't know this word, and now it breaks it up. See where the dot is? That tells us that it is a different syllable. So we have scorpions. So that might help you if you're stuck on a word to help you break it down. You can turn that off when you don't need it. There's also parts of speech. So if I want to make my nouns purple, look, oops, it turned off. I'm going to click it and turn my nouns back on, and there they are. All the nouns are in purple. So this helps me understand what I'm reading. If I don't know what something is, I know what a noun is, person, place, thing, or idea. So it might help us. If we go down here to verbs, I can turn verbs on, and I know that those are action words or helping verbs. And so it will help, it can help with your understanding of what's being read, your comprehension. If you want the verbs to be a different color, you can go ahead and choose a different color. Down here, the show labels, notice that here it says scorpions with an N above it, so we know that's a noun, and the verb right here is green. If we didn't want to show that, we could take that off and it will just show the colors. But once this is not here, it might be harder to figure out what part of speech it is. So I'm going to turn these off so that I can show you. Actually, I'm going to leave a couple of them on. Okay. Then I'm going to go over to the reading preferences. Now, this part is line focus. This, sometimes we have so much to read, it might be overwhelming, so this narrows it down. So here we have 5 lines. So if we click on it, it shrinks it down so we only focus on those 5 lines. And I can push play.
Scorpions, please choose one special class each day and pick one of the activities to complete.
All right, so it shows us that. If I go back, I can go to 3 lines and even 1. If we were there, we could also, if we wanted to find a different spot, we can go here, click a word, and then start.
You can find our videos by clicking the links below or by going to Santan Specials.
All right. Okay, so that is line focus. I'm going to take that off for a minute. And now a picture dictionary, I'm going to turn that on. If you're not sure what a word means, I can click the word and it will have an icon here. So if I want to hear it, I can go ahead and click on that.
Clicking.
And then it also gives me a picture to help us figure out what the word means. Below, information, chart. So that will help us with our comprehension. We can also translate it. If you have somebody who speaks a different language and you want to communicate with them, you could use this tool to change it. I'm going to show you really quick just because it's fun. You can change it to, I think there's 71 different languages, if I'm remembering right. I'm going to change it to Arabic because I think it looks cool and it's different than ours, our alphabet and our language. So you can do it by word or by document. I'm going to do the whole document. And look what their alphabet looks like. Look at what their words look like. Isn't that so interesting? I can't even understand how to read it, but I'm sure they say the same thing about our language. So you can start by clicking where you want it to start and play. Listen.
من المعلومات للفرقة والأوركسترا في العام المقبل تحت رسم البيان.
So it goes ahead and it says it in whatever language you choose. This one is really interesting in Arabic because it actually reads backwards. Isn't that so interesting? We read from left to right and they read from right to left. So super, super interesting. So, but I'm going to go ahead and change it back to English, since that's what I understand. Notice here it says English Australia, English Canada, English Hong Kong, Ireland, United Kingdom, United States. I'm going to pick United States because that's where I am and that's what I understand. All right. So you can read a whole document or just a section that you're struggling with, and it will help you to understand it, hopefully, or it will read it to you so you can worry about the comprehension or understanding it rather than reading every single word. When you're finished, you can go ahead and click this right arrow, or sorry, it's a left arrow, and click on that and it takes you right back out to your Word document. If you wanted to get back in, you just click on it again and it saves where you just were. So all the settings you just had, so it will still be there and you can go to the spot you needed to. All right, I hope you enjoy learning about the Immersive Reader and applying it to your learning.